Demat Debit and Pledge Instruction DDPI. SEBI, via circular dated April 4, 2022, has introduced Demat Debit and Pledge Instructions DDPI for transfer of securities towards deliveries, settlement obligations, and pledging or repledging of securities. At present, deliveries or settlement obligations and pledging or repledging of securities are done based on the POA executed by clients in favor of stockbrokers. With effect from September 1, 2022, settlement-specific POA will be discontinued for deliveries or settlement obligations and pledging or repledging of securities. To make the process transparent and simpler, the above transactions will form a part of the Demat Debit and Pledge Instructions DDPI document. Client shall execute the DDPI document and explicitly agree to authorize the stockbroker and/or depository participant for the limited purpose of meeting deliveries or settlement obligations and pledging or repledging of securities. Client has the option to use DDPI or opt for physical delivery instruction slip or electronic instruction slip. The existing POAs shall continue to remain valid till the time client revokes it. The stockbroker and/or depository participant shall not directly or indirectly compel the clients to execute the DDPI or deny services to the client if the client refuses to execute the DDPI. With effect from September 1, 2022, CDSL has recommended the following changes for implementation of DDPI. A. Creation of DDPI Master POA ID. POA Type Flag D will be introduced. DP, depending upon the choice made by the client in DDPI POA, will be required to link the DDPI Master POA ID to the Demat account of the client, with one of the possible values of GPA, BPA flag. S. Delivery or settlement obligations. P. Pledging or repledging of securities. A. Both of the above transactions. B. Mapping of settlement accounts. Once DDPI Master POA ID is created, it should be linked to the CM settlement accounts viz. BSE principal account, clearing member pool account, early pay-in account or accounts, NSDL, CM BP ID, CM margin pledge securities account or accounts. C. Upload of DDPI transactions. New value for electronic transfer flag viz. G will be introduced from date of implementation. A new field Master POA ID is introduced in common upload file format for pledge. D. Stockbroker uploading pay-in transactions based off DDPI Master POA ID through their easiest login or through their DPs will be mandatorily required to provide the UCC details viz. UCC, CMID, TMID, segment code, TM, CP identifier, etc. in the upload file. E. Pay-in transactions uploaded with electronic transfer flag viz. G will be considered for further processing or execution only if transaction details match with the obligation details received from clearing corporations. Matching process or mechanism will remain the same as that of block mechanism. F. In a scenario where Master POA ID of settlement specific POA is linked to a Demat account and client also executes DDPI for the same account, then transactions related to delivery or settlement obligations and pledge or repledge of securities shall be processed only through the DDPI Master POA ID. G. The below clause shall be incorporated under the subheading Additional Rights and Obligations of the Rights and Obligations document. The stockbroker or Stockbroker and depository participant shall not directly or indirectly compel the clients to execute power of attorney, POA, or Demat debit and play instruction, DDPI, or deny services to the client if the client refuses to execute POA or DDPI. Accordingly, SEBI Circular dated August 22, 2011 stands amended to this extent. DPs or CMs are requested to refer to CDSL Communique dated June 14, 2022 for files formats and detailed information.